Remember, the first part was of persons, to welcome, to entertain, to be fond of, to love dearly, right? The second part is of things, right? And it says to be well pleased, to be contented, to be contented at, or with, to be contented at or with a thing, right? To be contented at or with a thing. So, wait a minute. It says here that when I love, I'm content. When I love, I'm content. I'm pleased when I love. So could it be that your dislike or your contempt for where you are is not spawned by your existential or your external circumstances, but rather than your lack of love inside? Because let me show you something. Remember in Galatians 5 it said, and the fruit of the Spirit is. And the fruit of the, and it goes to say love, joy, peace, long-suffering, temperance, meekness, goodness, gentleness, temperance, faith, right? It goes through all that stuff. But we look at that and we kind of say, well, all these are separate fruits because of how he listed them. They are all separated fruits from each other, right? When in all actuality, it's one fruit that's bearing all these manifestations. Why can I say that? Because it said it's the fruit of the Spirit, right? Or these are the fruit that God bear, right? Everybody agree with that? These are the fruit that God bears, right? So the scripture lets me know that God is love. That God doesn't have love. He doesn't love as an action, but his identity is love. You couldn't separate love from God. There's no such thing, right? So that means if these are the fruit of the Spirit, then really you have to say these are the fruit of love, right? So if you don't have joy, it's because you don't love. If you don't have peace, it's because you don't have love. If you don't have gentleness, it's because you don't have love. If you don't have temperance, it's because you don't have love. If you don't have patience, it's because you don't have love. All these are derivatives of one thing, which is love. If you don't have love, you can't have peace. They're intertwined. You can't say, well, I'm a patient person, but, you know what I'm saying? No, what it is, I have peace, but I'm not really patient. No, something wrong. No, I love people. I have a short fuse. No, something wrong with your love walk when you can say that. Something's wrong with your love walk. Somewhere in the line of your life, you're missing it when it comes to your love walk if you're missing the fruit of the Spirit in your life. Because all of them are manifestations or how can I say it? They are the benefits of the one fruit called love. Once you have love, you have everything else. And if you ever notice the people when you fall into that place of true contentment, that's when you don't have a problem with nobody and you make the decision not to have a problem with anybody. It's not that people don't do stuff that make you mad. It's not that. People don't change. You changed. You made a decision to say, you know what? I'm not going to let that bother me. I'm not going to let that play in my mind again. I'm not going to allow the situation to take me off my feet again. I'm not going to let myself to worry about the situation. When you made those conscious decisions, you were the happiest you were ever been. Why? Because you chose to love life. You made the decision to love life. And when you made that decision, everything else didn't matter anymore. So we got to get our love walk in order, amen?